Why is it imperative to find the gifts of our divorce? Unless you've been through divorce, you cannot fully understand the enormity of what people who are divorced have gone through. Divorce in terms of life challenges is like the ultimate threat. That is because it is all-encompassing. It affects you physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and financially. Physically, many people find it difficult to focus on anything else but their divorce issues, which leaves them sleep-deprived and exhausted. Mentally, their stress levels are through the roof, and depression is not far behind. Emotionally, they feel like a train wreck, with their heart often shattered. Spiritually, their confidence in their belief system is often severely compromised, affecting their self-confidence in even being able to trust their own inner guidance, to select or to be guided to find a perfect partner. And financially, they have slid right down the life game of snakes and ladders, and if they are lucky, catching a rung on their descent before they would have hit rock bottom. During such an all-encompassing, horrible time, a huge part of the population have no idea of what divorced people are experiencing. I can remember back in the day when I could never imagine myself getting divorced, that I would hear of acquaintances or work colleagues who were getting divorced. And while I was sad to hear of the news, I never really thought much more about it beyond those first few minutes of empathy. I never thought to ring them or to see how they were, or if there was anything that I could do to help them out. As there is a great deal of feelings of failure and being unlovable at these times, those same people are the least likely to reach out and ask for help, as their humiliation and self-consciousness prevents them from willingly getting any extra exposure. By the same token, many bosses are equally blind to what their employees may be experiencing, and so may not recognise the need for understanding and compassion during this divorce period. The feelings left untreated can cause a person to not be able to focus on their work, and so their performance and work productivity will also suffer. Even the ability to focus on driving can be compromised when the mind is processing such a huge loss and the way they are going to cope and make a life for themselves and their children. Which brings us to the final reason why we need to help divorced people to find a way through and out of their divorce. Our children. We all love and adore our children and want only the best possible life for them. However, if a mum and a dad is struggling with all of the above, how much is left to give to your children? The latest statistics about divorce show that there are actually less people getting divorced. Yay, I hear you all saying, especially after reading the above list. But everything is not always as it may at first seem. In fact, the reason why fewer people are getting divorced is actually because there are fewer young people getting married. Many are the grown-up children of divorced parents who experienced firsthand the enormity of the effects on their own parents, so much so that they never want to experience that again in their own life. Yes, they have been irrevocably scarred from the experience, and for the sake of our children and our future generations, we have to find a way to help people through the struggles of divorce. So if a person can learn to find the gifts of their divorce, then they can rebuild their confidence, become more empowered, and better parents. We all deserve to have a helping hand to be happy again and to find our way through this difficult time so that we can emerge stronger for this huge opportunity.